Hello, ladies. If you are part of the crew that doesn't want to be controlled by any man, like what I'm saying is control. I'm not saying being obedient. Remember, there's a difference between control and obedience. Of course, as a woman, you must obey your husband, okay, in the right things, not the wrong things. After all, you are an adult, you know when somebody is doing the right thing and when somebody is doing the wrong thing. And when that man is doing the right thing, you're supposed to obey him. But when we are talking about control here, we are talking about a man who is trying to rob you, like deny you of your individuality, that wants to, should I use the word, absorb you so that you don't become a human being again. Everything that you do, the life you live will be based on what he wants and how he wants it and when he wants it. You don't have opinion, you don't have any perspective, you don't have any sense. Keep watching this video. I'm going to be exposing some little signs of a controlling man. Like when you are dating him, courting him, or you're in a relationship right now, and this man is exhibiting this, little negligible characters, and to you, it doesn't matter. Let me tell you something. It will shock you to know that this is what you're going to be seeing in marriage. In fact, after that wedding day, the man wouldn't have any reason to pretend anymore. Like he's going to give it all out on you. He's going to dump it on you. You see, that controlling character he has, that he has been downplaying during this courtship, because there is love, everybody is loving, those kind feelings of romance and everything, and he's downplaying it. After saying I do on that day of your wedding, oh my goodness, it's going to unleash it on you. So keep watching as I expose, or use the word, reveal some of these characteristics you should watch out now to avoid being controlled to death in marriage. Welcome back to Glow Dikani Marriage School, the place where we help the unmarried to choose right and to keep the marriage from running away until they must. Of course, if you don't know, there are times in marriage when you want to run away, but you see, we are here for you. We want to keep everybody from running. We don't want you to run. If you've not subscribed to our channel, please do so. And if you're watching me for the first time, my name is Glory Onyedika. So I would love to be seeing you. And if you have other people who are in different relationships or in their own marriages and having one, should we say, issues or the other, which is normal in marriage, I want you to share this video to them. Even if you don't need what I'm saying, there are people who need it. So what are these things that this man will show you when you are still dating or when you are in courtship? I don't know. The first one is controlling your social circle. Initially you will feel as if maybe he wants to be with you all the time, or he wants you to be around him all the time and all that. My dear, is a lie. He's trying to control the people you talk with, the people you chat with, even your calls. Sometimes he gets irritated, maybe to him, your calls are too long. Who is this person you're calling and spending so much time with, or who are you chatting with? Or please, I don't want this distraction. I want you to focus on me. And he will do it so maybe subtly, should we say lovingly, that you not even discover, or you not even feel as if this guy is trying to, stop you from being with the people you know before. You would think it's all about love, Everything he does might be acceptable to you. If he tells you, don't call this person, I don't like this person, you are spending too much time with this person is a wrong influence or a bad influence, always explaining and being so correct. Please, at the end of the day, the man is just trying to control your social circle, and this is a very typical sign of a controlling man. If you marry such a man, wait for it. This man will not just control your communication or control your social circle. He will also criticize you excessively. When we talk about criticism here, we're not talking about, this constructive one. Maybe you did something and he's just telling you the way you did this is not right. This is the better way to do it. And then when you think about it, when you sit down and think about it, you will know that, okay, his own idea is perfect or is better than what you did. And, you will gladly obey what he has said. We are not talking about that kind of criticism. We are talking about when somebody is deliberately, intentionally belittling you. Your decision is not right. So he will criticize you. He will nitpick at every little decision you take, just always hinting at the fact that it is so wrong. You didn't do it well, maybe because you didn't do it based on how he wants it, or maybe he suggested and you did it your own way. He will keep nitpicking on it, and he will keep telling you this is wrong. All he's trying to do is to rob you of your self-esteem. if somebody is always doing that, and I bet you will feel it. And if you're in such a relationship now, of course you are feeling it. And you're still there thinking maybe it's love, or let me tell you, always try to identify constructive criticism and destructive one. When somebody is insulting you, he is insulting you, and you've seen it. What are you waiting for? In one of my videos, I've talked, extensively about emotional manipulation. And emotional manipulation is another tool that controlling men use. If you're in a relationship right now and the man is always guilt tripping you into doing things you don't want to do, always making you feel as if you're not doing enough, feel as if he is entitled, feel as if he's the one suffering in the relationship, feel as if you're supposed to give more, do more, sacrifice more. I mean, you are the person who is supposed to sacrifice. In fact, he's always making you feel that what you're doing is not enough. There are ways of emotional manipulation. So if you've not watched that video, please go and watch that video so that you understand. If a man is using this emotional manipulation tool on you, he is going to control you. It's one of his tools as a controlling freak. One other way to identify a controlling freak now, before saying I do, is this disregard for your independence. Controlling men want you to rely on them. Controlling men want you to, in fact, you don't have any say, you don't have any sense in your head. In fact, before you do anything, they want to be fully involved. They want to have the final say. You have to, inform them, wait for their own decision, and then execute everything you want to do based on their own decision. See, if you're an independent human being, they don't care. In fact, let me tell you something. If you mistakenly marry such a man, one of the things he's going to do to make sure you are always dependent on him is to rob you of your financial freedom. A lot of men have done it. After the wedding, they will stop their wives from working. Some will even pay you salary. Yeah, no problem. If he has so much money, he will now say, I want to be paying you, just stay at home, take care of the children and everything. Let me tell you, how long are you going to continue doing that? Let me tell you, at a point, you will never believe that you can function without him. You will lose your self-confidence. You will lose your self-worth. Everything has to revolve around him. You see, the more you do it now, the more you continue doing it over the years, it starts coming into you and it becomes your destiny. Are you in a relationship right now and this man is always trying to intimidate you? He is a controlling freak. Now, let me tell you how he will intimidate you. Sometimes he will just burst in anger. In a little thing, and this man is exploding, you feel like, why is he so angry? Is it this little thing that is making this man so angry now? And maybe before you know, you start trying to placate him and trying to make him happy again. My dear, he's a control freak. He's using intimidation. One problem with women, when we are in a relationship, we are so vested, like we want it to end the marriage. But the sooner you realize that every relationship must not end in marriage, the easier, because it will help you to analyze situations critically and then choose. When it comes to marriage is that certificate you will get that will change your life. So how come we don't put in much preparation, we don't put in much zeal, and we don't make it so important that you give a lot, you learn a lot, you try to analyze, you investigate and everything? Why? Because I don't know, is it just this idea of love and everything? No, it's so wrong. If you're not married right now and you're looking at me, you're watching this video, I want you to take your marriage seriously. In fact, handle it as a do or die affair, because that is what it is. If you end up in the hand of an abusive man, if you end up in the hand of a man who doesn't care, who is, should I say, from the pit of hell, you will know that you are dying in that relationship. In one of my past videos, I also talked about the boundaries that should be maintained, or the boundaries that, partners should keep in a relationship. If you've not watched that video, go and watch it so that you understand what I mean by boundaries in that, as I explained it in that video. Now, let me tell you something. A controlling man, a controlling freak would not respect your boundaries. You see, I've seen a lot of people complain that they keep their phones and their husbands go through it without their permission. How do you feel about that? Your phone, your own gadgets, those things you use to communicate as you want to communicate with others, is a part of the boundaries we are talking about here. A man who would not respect such a boundary for you is trying to control you. And if he's doing such a thing, how would you be free to express yourself, maybe be who you are, and you don't need to watch everything you say, everything you do, and always constantly being on your toes. You see, as human beings, no matter how loving we are in a relationship, we always want our personal space. Now, if somebody is encroaching that space, that means that person doesn't respect your boundaries. You better be careful. This man is already showing you that he is a controlling freak. And if you will spend 40 years of your life with such a man, my dear, you've already used your hand to imprison yourself. One other sign of a controlling man that many of us overlooks because sometimes it seems acceptable in relationships is jealousy, and then maybe possessiveness. But we always think that somebody who loves you will be jealous, when you go closer to the opposite sex. But you see, jealousy can go bad. And jealousy in the hands of a controlling man is extreme. Let me just tell you how. Let me give you a little example. If a man is jealous that you are talking to an opposite sex, okay, and is maybe once in a while, and he wouldn't even take it too far. But when a man is jealous of your conversation or communication with the opposite sex, jealous of your communication with the same sex, like other women, jealous of your communication with your own family members, even your mom or your dad, like he doesn't want you to spend more time with them than him. My goodness, are you still accepting that as a romantic jealousy? Or maybe, I don't know how you want to accept it, but are you still thinking that this is healthy? Please, when it has gotten to this level, you should start running away. That man is showing you the signs that he will control you to death. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, like it, and share it. I'll be seeing you in my next video.